Sean B. Stola in the building. Do you feel? You know, we got a lot to discuss tonight. We got a lot we have to chop up tonight, y'all. You know, with this whole Drake situation, you know, with Drake saying that his value has went down. He basically said with this new you know, they being saying that basically that he's being devalued by the label due to the fact of the Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us. Dun, 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 dun. You know, with this new lawsuit that Drake has filed, you know, he had recently, for those who not familiar, I'm pretty sure, you know, if you here watching this stream, watching this live, you already know, you know, Drake originally, he put in a petition about, you know, wanting to basically look at the books and see if there was any bots, you know what I'm saying, that was involved in the battle, you know, that Drake and Kendrick, of course, had. And he recently, I believe as of yesterday, he basically withdrew that petition and then filed a lawsuit. Do you feel? And basically, Drake is basically claiming that, you know, due to what he believed possibly could be bots or, you know, the label deliberately, UMG the label directly, you know, basically trying to muffle Drake. The way that I take the lawsuit that Drake has recently just filed, I personally feel like he's basically saying UMG and his affiliates basically was trying to muffle him during the whole battle with Kendrick, which is funny. But we're going to get into it. And I think that with Drake filing this lawsuit, you know, I said this many lives, I'll say it again, man. You know, when it comes to Drake and the Kendrick Lamar battle and basically the after effect of it, right? We at the after effect of what that battle was. It's like the aftershock. It's like out here in California, we get earthquakes, then we have aftershocks. Right now, that's what we're dealing with when you think of Drake, when you think of Kendrick Lamar. We're looking at the aftershock of the actual battle. Now, with that being said, one of the things I'm very disappointed in Drake, one thing I'm very displeased with Drake is how he's reacting based on the results of the battle. Now, I know. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, are saying, oh, it's not about Drake. I mean, it's not about Kendrick. It's not about that. Dun, 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 dun. It's not about that. It's more so of Drake going after the label because the label was basically muffling Drake and they was promoting Kendrick more than they was promoting Drake. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to say that, you know. I was watching a little bit of academics a little bit earlier. And that's basically what he was saying, what I took from it. But at the end of the day, right, I just feel like this, right? One thing this battle, one thing the aftershock have shown me personally is that Drake, he can't handle taking defeat. He can't handle taking a loss. He can't handle the backlash when it's not in the positive for him. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time in Drake career, let's be honest. This is the first time in Drake career that he really went out bad. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. You feel me? He really went out bad and is showing in his actions as of today. Do you? Smash up them likes, hit that subscribe button as you come on in. We chopping up good game tonight. And it's like the more I think about the Drake situation, right? The more I think about the lawsuit, or basically him. The way I take it, like I said, Drake is basically feeling devalued. He's in contract renewal stage. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Based on my, you know what I'm saying, my research. Drake is basically looking to re-up his new contract, and based on the after effect of the Kendrick Lamar based of the Not Like Us record and the success of that record, and also what Drake moves. I keep saying, this is the first time I personally feel like Drake ever took like a real bad loss. Because when you think about the Pusha T, he was able to kind of slide to the left, slide to the right. You feel me? And kind of just reverse, and nobody really paid attention. Let's be honest, right? Even though Pusha T was saying a few things, of course, he brought up his son. We all know the rest, right? But I just feel like this is the first time where Drake, he didn't have no way out. He didn't have, he could have got out. He could have not responded when that, you know what I'm saying? When Future and Metro Boomin dropped the Like That record, when that song came out and Kendrick said what he said, right? At that point in time, Drake had a decision to make. And Drake, he's made his decision. And what do we say as men? Anybody that's familiar with my channel, anybody that's been watching me for a length of time, I always talk about that grown man conversation. And this is where Drake had to make a grown man decision. And he chose what he chose, right? He kept saying, drop, 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 right? A lot of people would say that Drake was even winning the battle to a degree, right? Prior to that record, a lot of people was like, Drake had the battle. You know what I'm saying? But the end result is the end result. And as a man, you're supposed to stand on your decisions. As a man, you're supposed to stand there, and win or lose, you're supposed to just stand tall. And I personally feel like Drake is not standing tall, man. As big as he is, as many streams that he has, as much success that he have seen through his whole career, this is the first time Drake really took a major L, and he can't accept that. That's the way I take this lawsuit. That's the way I look at this, because how can you justify how Drake is moving today? Because remember, we in the aftershock of what that battle was, right? We in 2025, right? That was 2024. So as of today, Drake, I gotta tell you, man, you looking like a real B.I. out here. You feel me? You know what I mean? You really looking like a breezy out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you can't justify this. You can't sit here and say, it's funny, right? We're gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna go back a little bit, right? It's funny how people want to justify or try to say, oh, Drake, it's not Kendrick, it's the record label. But you doing all this. I said this a couple of lives ago when I discussed this. If this is not about that Kendrick, if it's not about Kendrick record, if it's not about the Kendrick battle, then why, Drake, are you filing these lawsuits in the middle of Kendrick getting ready to do the Super Bowl? Getting ready to, like I said, getting ready to go on tour. Got the Super Bowl coming up. I'm pretty sure K Dot is probably looking to drop another album. So they gearing up. He's gearing up to do his run. Because Drake, you've been running it. I mean, you are the most streamed artist, right? So you've been running the field, you've been running the streaming platform for a long time. This is the first time you really got to sit on your keister, man. This is the first time you got to sit down and watch somebody else play the ball. You feel me? It's like Drake. Come on, man. Not everybody get to play in the Super Bowl. Sometimes the great players got to sit and watch the masters at work. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Just sit and enjoy the game, man. Sit and enjoy and recognize where you fumbled at, as opposed to filing these lawsuits, as opposed to going after your own record label. Oh yeah, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Because I got a different theory for other than folks that you may have seen earlier today. You feel me? I got a different theory on how I think this is going to go for Drake. And I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't look pretty, dog. Because don't say you want to go independent, Drake. You know, I seen somebody earlier talking about, oh yeah, Drake can go independent. Really? You really think Drake is geared for independent? You know what I'm saying? When he been in a major league his whole career? I don't even think Drake even understand what the cost of that is. Huh? You talk about bots, you talking about, you feel me? Who get the front of these music platforms, you know what I'm saying? Your Spotify's, your iTunes. When you got to pay for all that advertisement directly out of your pocket, that's just for you to get placement on those platforms, right? We're not talking about you paying for all your records, paying for the beats, the clearances, the engineering. When you independent, if that was the case, he got to pay for everything. The tour bus, the jets. Really think about that. You're going to take an artist like Drake and go independent? He ain't looking to go independent. Because everything will be from ground level. And I don't think Drake is really built for that. Because if Drake can't handle a loss, if Drake can't handle that, if Drake can't handle, they not like us, how the hell he gonna go independent? Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. And you know what? I've been thinking about this, right? Because I was gonna go live a couple of days ago when Drake had, you know, they was talking about the petition that he was, you know, possibly filing a lawsuit, which he eventually did. And I was going to go live, but I said, man, let me sit back. Let me peep game and see what Drizzy about to do. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We see what Breezy about to do. That's what I should call him. He should take the D off and put a B there. Call him Breezy, man. That's how you acting right now, Drizzy. You acting like a real breezy out here. You feel me? But anyway, back to it. I feel like this, right? Because I was thinking about this. I'm like, man, what can we compare Drake to? And the only artist I can say of today's era, I would have to compare Drake to Kanye. When you think of Kanye West got monster hits. Feel me? Forget the record sales impact. That's the biggest key. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Kanye West, he have impact records that's never going to die. You feel me? All of the lights. Pick which one you want to listen to. Either one of those is going to get played for the rest of, you know, for at least the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about this, right? Follow me, man. I was like, when you think of Kanye West, right? He's such a great artist. I mean, he's past just being an artist, of course. You know what I'm saying? He's a fashionaire. You know what I'm saying? I think he's doing this thing. I want to say in Japan. If I might be incorrect, it's either China or Japan where he's at. I could be wrong. Somebody can leave a comment, let me know. But either way, you know, Kanye is doing this thing with the clothing, right? But look how Kanye rap career has took a major dip. Now I know. I know, you can't compare Drake to Kanye to a degree, but he's the closest I can get to, right? But follow me, we gonna get there. And when I think of Kanye West, right, he's such a monster artist in the sense of the impact he have done to the culture worldwide. Kanye, no matter what you say about who he is today and the comments he made, I'm not justifying that. I'm not trying to say that that's cool. I'm not saying any of that. Okay. But just follow me, man. We're going to get there. Follow that cab, man. I'm going to get you to your destination. Come on now. Just rock with me. But with Kanye, what reason why I compare Kanye to Drake is that Kanye has the hits. He's been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And has undeniable records that you have to deal with, no matter what, if you like Kanye or not. And that's the same thing with Drake. Like, to me, even today, even what I said about Drake, he's still a great artist. Throughout this whole battle, I never said I dislike Drake as an artist in the sense of what he has accomplished and what he brought to the game and the impact. You can't take that away from Drake. Nobody in their right mind is taken away from what Drake have already done. But going forward is a different story. Follow me, man. We gonna get there, man. Follow that cab. I'm gonna get you to that destination. Do you feel me? But anyway, when you think of Kanye West, right? You think about the impact. You think about the record sales. You think about the tours, right? Even the collabs. Him and Drake in that sense are similar, right? That's what I'm saying. So follow me, man. We're going to get there. I just got to set you up. I got to get you in line to follow my direction. You understand me? Like I said, follow that cab. We're going to get you to that destination. And so when I think of Kanye West, right, look how big of an artist he is or was. I have to say kind of past tense when you talk about music. I'm just saying that's the truth. When you look at Kanye's career prior to current events, you would say that he was unstoppable. You feel me? You would say Kanye West was like, man, nobody can really touch him, right? Even 50, when him and 50 had the little battle, you know what I'm saying? And Kanye came out with that, la, la, wait till I get my money right. Yeah. You can't tell me nothing, right? Kanye was on fire. 400 degrees. Shout out Juvie. He was on fire. At that time, you couldn't say Kanye couldn't do no wrong. He even went on stage. You feel me? So Beyonce was the greatest artist ever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, no. Follow me, man. Follow the cab. We're going to get you to that destination. Follow me, man. So when you think of Kanye West, right, you think of the impact. You see what he brought to the game. He's a pillar in the hip hop world. No matter what you say about him, it is what it is. But as of current today, when you think of music from Kanye West, it don't get nowhere close of the exposure of what he used to be. When you think of Kanye West, yeah, I know he dropped the album with Ty Dolla $ign last year or whatever. I mean, it did okay, but it didn't get the radio play like All of the Lights. The videos wasn't getting played. I mean, who watch videos nowadays anyway? But that's a whole different conversation. But what I'm saying is, when you compare old Kanye to new Kanye, it doesn't even come close. The old Kanye, especially art people who me, you know what I'm saying, who's a big fan of the, you know what I'm saying, the Kanye with them, you know, with them glasses on, you feel me? You know which ones I'm talking about. You would say that it's night and day. And why is that? When you think of up-to-date Kanye records, whether he still got it or not, hey, it is what it is. When you think of today's Kanye, it's no match of the All of the Lights Kanye. When it all falls down Kanye. Stronger Kanye. Can't tell me nothing, Kanye. You feel what I'm saying? Why is that? It's because the machine that Drake is complaining about today, wink, wink, follow me, man. Like I said, follow that cab. I'm going to get you to your destination. When you think of Kanye today, you could say what he want. I know he did the gospel albums, but he came back. Him and Ty Dolla $ign. You know, I heard a couple of songs. I wasn't quite my taste, but regardless, it doesn't get the same exposure as the old Kanye. And that's because the machines is not backing him like how they did when he was with Def Jam. The machines is not promoting him on the music platforms like they did All of the Lights and all the other records. So yeah, Kanye is still around. He may not, of course, today don't put out as much music, but you can't, if you look at what he has done compared to where he's at today musically, not the fashion, just music wise, that today Kanye doesn't even come close to what he was. So now we go over the Drake. Uh-oh. Now we go over the Drizzy Drake now, right? Now we look at Drake. Of course, you know what I'm saying? When the classic Drakes come on, oh, for sure. Even a song you know what song I really don't like from Drake is one of his earlier records. It's that Girl, You the Best, You the Best. Off that first album, I hated that record. But when that Drake come on, you feel me? When the strobe light, you know what I'm saying? When the light come on, I mean the light. When the song line bling come on, or phone line bling. Oh my goodness. When the phone line bling come on, right? Hold on, we going home. Come on. You feel me? Started from the bottom, now we here. Come on. You feel me? When any of those records come on, even the Marvin's Room. When I was that headlines, when that record come on. I mean, he got a lot of monster hits. But when those records come on, those are undeniable hits. What I'm saying is, since Drake want to come after the machine, whether it's UMG or its affiliates or whoever the conglomerates that they connected to, will Drake turn into today's Kanye? Do you? If you follow me, I told you, man, follow the cab. I'm going to get you to your destination. So the question is, which the jury is out. We don't know yet. We still don't know how this lawsuit going to go. Even if he withdraw it, like he's saying in this lawsuit, was being reported that Drake is currently saying his value has went down because he feel like the label basically snubbed him. You feel me? Put him at a disadvantage for Kendrick to win, to make him suffer so he can get a lower contract, because he's in a re-up season, I guess you could say, right? So if that is true, I don't know if it's true, but if that is true, I don't know if this was the best move for Drake, because I definitely don't see Drake going independent. I don't see Drake want to pay for all the jets, pay for all the producers, pay for all the beats, pay for all the clearances. Then you got to pay for your own tour bus, the tour bus. Everything come out of your pocket when you independent. Then you got to talk about getting on playlists. And then on top of that, you still got that conglomerate that you were unable to negotiate a good deal with. You badmouth them. how you know that on the back end, they won't be doing things to sabotage your career, Drake? I'm just saying, man. If you want to say these big corporations are the big bad, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? You want to call them the pretty much the boogeyman's of hip hop, right? The big bad wolf. If you want to say these big, large corporations want to be, you know what I'm saying, the big bad wolf of hip hop or the music industry, and you're not willing to play ball with them, and they know that you can bring them even more millions, but yet you want to bad mouth them and put them in a bad light. You see what happened with Diddy, right? I'm just saying. So you got to know which hand you want to play before you play it. Because if these big corporations are as big and controlling and have resources and can control certain narratives, just because you're not willing to negotiate with them, how you know they're going to really negotiate with you? Do you? Hey, man, follow the cab. I told you I'm going to get you to your destination. Man, smash up them likes, man. Smash up them likes, man. I'm cooking. I know I'm cooking tonight, man. Ain't nobody giving you this type of sauce. I told y'all, y'all come to Sean B. Stoller. My flow, my vernacular is a little bit different than what you're used to. So smash up them likes. You feel me? Shout out to Tiny. Shout out to Queen Shay. I appreciate y'all tonight. Oh, you feel me? Smash up them likes. It's nothing but good game tonight, huh? Come on now. You feel me? I'm just saying, man. I told y'all, man. Y'all come over here to me, man. This is one of the best shows you can come to, okay? Because I don't just regurgitate what everybody else say. I do have my own mindset, okay? You feel me? But follow me, man. Follow the cab. I'm gonna get you to your destination. But follow me though. I think that Drake, honestly, in all honesty, right? I really think Drake is really sabotaging his own career. He may not see it right now, but like how I was giving you guys the example of Kanye West, who would have thought that Kanye West's music career, like I said, not the fashion, just the music side. When you go back and you listen and you see those hits, those records that undeniable, I would still go see Kanye today, but I don't want to hear the new stuff. I want to hear the lights. I don't pick which one you want to do. Give me all the lights. Do you feel me? I like both the light records. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is this. For Kanye West to be as big as he was, look how muffled he became after the corporations moved away from him. Now, I know, like I said, with the Kanye situation, it's a little bit different because of the statements he made. But all I'm saying is think about how much leverage and power that Kanye had at that time. And look how muffled he is today when you hear about what music he's putting out and how they promote it or how lack there of promotion he gets. You follow what I'm saying? So when you think of Drake, that's why I said with Drake and Kanye, they similar to me in that fashion, where now Drake is the new Kanye in the sense of you want to go after these big corporations, these big conglomerates, right? That you still signed to, that they gave you a lot of money, Drake. You made a lot of money and they gave you a lot of money. And from my understanding, you're still under contract right now. And now you want to tell the label, these big corporations, you want to see the books because you feel like they cooking the books and you giving bots here, bots there, and everybody get a bot. You feel me? And it really looked like no matter how you slice it, no matter how you cut it, it still looked like Drake. The only reason why you filing this lawsuit is because you lost. Because, like I said in my last live when I discussed this, if Drake would have won this battle with Kendrick Lamar, would he be still trying to figure out who got bots and who didn't? You feel me? Like, let's be honest. would Drake be doing any of these things, talking about, oh, I'm trying to do it for the future artists? Would you really be doing that for the future artists if you would have won this battle? I don't think so. Because I remember years ago when you got your deal, you had exclusive deal with Apple, and you feel me? That's when you was really hot, Drake. You was undeniable, had hits on every record you put out. And you still took exclusive deals here, and you know what I mean, special deals over here. You wasn't talking about bots back then, but now all of a sudden, since you lost the battle, your butt hurt. You looking at Kendrick over there, he hitting you with the dun dun dun, dun and waving at you. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Hey, Einer, you feel me? You get to doing all that, and now you about to be on the biggest stage in the world. Oh, you can't forget that. See, I don't know how many people was looking over this, but that Super Bowl performance, everybody globally is going to see that. Yes. Because the Super Bowl is watched worldwide, just not in the United States. So folks in Canada, yeah, Drake, you know, while y'all eating that Pantene, you feel me? Eating that poutine, while y'all eating your poutine, you going to hear that dun, 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 dun. He gonna be like, man, get me out of here. How y'all gonna do this in Canada? Where the tings at? Bring the tings over here, man. You feel me? He gonna try to go over to the UK, and all you gonna hear is dun, 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 dun. He gonna be over there in Australia. They gonna be like, hey, man. Dun, 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 dun. So Drake, I see you, bruh. I see you, bruh. You mad right now. You feel me? You really hot right now, because at the end of the day, that Not Like Us is going to be played. And guess what? During the Super Bowl, nobody else is watching anything else for the most part, globally. You know, that's the biggest stage in the world. That's why it's so serious about who they put on the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because globally, a lot of people watch the Super Bowl. They may not watch the NFL the whole season, but they watching that Super Bowl. And all you're going to see is dun, 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 squabble up. So Drake is mad. Now you can, like I said, you can chop it up, you can slice it, you can remix it, you slow it down and screw it up. But it still look a certain way. And the way that it looks, Drake, is that you really hurt for the loss. You really mad at the fact that this was your contract year, re-up year. Now your value look damaged. And you can't deal with that reality. But this was what men do. This will being part of the culture do. If you was so serious about worrying about your contract, when Future and Metro dropped that, like that record, you should have said you not like that record. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? That's what you should have said if it was so concerning to you. But no. You thought that Kendrick was going to be like Meek Millie's. You thought K-Dot was going, oh, we're going to keep it clean. We're not going to be as ruthless. With Pusha T, he said things below the belt, and, we keeping it hip hop. But guess what? When you go to war with somebody lyrically, there is no rules to this. I said this. If y'all go back and watch my lives when I talked about this. Now, I didn't anticipate Kendrick could say what he said, but at the same time, when it's wartime, bruh. So if you ain't ready to put your gloves on, if you need to put a mask on, you feel me? Put your war paint on. If you're not ready to get lyrically into a real squabble, then bruh, you should have waved a white flag and got up out of there. but you didn't. You stood there. You said, okay, I squabbled with Meek Mills. I wiped the floor with him. Okay, the Pusha T. Okay, that was a technicality. That was a technicality with Pusha T. This is what Drake was saying. You feel me? The Pusha T battle, that was a technicality. So technically I won, but because he shot below the belt. But that should have gave you the warning of where Kendrick was going. Because if you thought that Pusha T was pushing below the belt, what you think K-Dot was going to do? He said, I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. He said that before the dun, 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 dun. When he get to saying all that, you should have been throwing that white flag then, bro. When he got to saying, I hate the way you walk and talk, that should have been it. Okay, all right, I'm done, bro. Wrap it up. You got it, K-Dot. I'm going home, man. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home. That's what you should have done, but you didn't. You stood there. You said, okay. You gave it your best shot, but it wasn't enough. You feel me? What Shorty say? That's not it. Do you? I'm just saying, man. You can't tell nobody how to go to war, man. That's the problem. Too many people want to sit here and say, oh man, you can't say this, you can't say that. You can't tell somebody let's go to war and then tell them what the stipulations is. No. If you're not ready to get in that ring and duke it the way you need to duke it to win the battle, then don't get in the ring. You should have stayed outside like Mr. Sharman. And if you don't know who Mr. Sharman is, you have to go watch the other videos, man. I ain't finna tell y'all everything no more. Y'all need to be watching my videos anyway. So he should have stood over there and bowed out like Mr. Sharman. Squeeze the Sharman. Exactly. Art of war. And that's the thing. And that's why I tell anybody, when somebody is ready to go to war, you can't tell somebody how to fight. You feel me? You're going to win the best way you know how. You're going to look for disadvantages and advantages, collateral damage that you can do. That's how it goes. If you're not willing to go to those measures, you're not willing to go take it to where it need to be took to, then don't say that you about that. Because you not like that. Do you? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So, man, I got another message for Drake. It just came to me, right? So, Drake, you see how you had so much energy for Kendrick? You're going to need times 20 that when you go against these big conglomerates. Because when you talk about the UMGs, you talk about whoever their affiliates are, if they was able to pay you 400, 600 million, whatever it was or is, just imagine if they got enough to pay you them dollars, just imagine how much money, resources, and access that they have. Do you? I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm just a simple man, man. I just put 2 and 2 together. You feel me? Like, it just makes sense to me. Like I say, if an employer is able to pay you $100 an hour, if an employer is willing to pay you $1,000 an hour, how much you think they really making off of you? You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. They're not going to pay you more than what they're making off of you or with the estimate of what they anticipate to make off of you. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody get into business to lose money. So if they're willing to pay you 400, 300, 500 million, you don't think that they crossed their T's, dotted their I's 2-3 times, looking into the future of what the estimation value could be, would be, should be? You don't think these corporations do that? So now you want to come back after you lost the battle, you know what I'm saying, and mad at the world because your value went down and you just can't accept the fact that you lost. So now you about to tear down your whole fortress. You about to tear down everything that you was built up for. Because when you think of the music, you think of the hits Do Kanye, I believe, do Kanye have more hits than Drake? I believe he does. I could be wrong. Somebody let me know in the comments. If Kanye West have more hits than Drake, look what Kanye music career is at today. And just imagine where Drake will be without the corporation supporting him. Because just don't think, even if Drake get out of this deal, the bad taste that he's leaving these major corporations, you don't think that they're not going to try to sabotage things on the back end? You feel me? Yeah, you can go sign with whoever, but you don't think they have ties with these other corporations? You know, as you get up in one thing I know, I'm finna give you some more game, right? As you move up the ladder of success, when you start getting to certain $1 million brackets, from my understanding, those brackets get smaller of people, meaning it's less people. So meaning less people know more of each other. Follow what I'm saying. If you can't follow the connecting dots that I'm giving you, you're lost. But follow me, man. Just follow the cab. I'm going to get you to your destination. So when you think about these big corporations, you're talking about the people that make hundreds of millions of dollars, right? Those people don't grow on trees, meaning those people are limited, small groups of people. Do you don't believe that those small groups of people don't talk to each other? Don't make backroom deals with each other? People talk about the door. No, it ain't the door. It's just that once you get up to a certain tax bracket, it's only certain people that can actually go through that door. Feel me? Huh? Am I talking? Am I cooking? Smash up them likes. Hit that subscribe if you're new to my channel. I am Sean B. Stoller. Good game is all I bring to you. Smash up them likes, y'all. I told y'all, man, tonight I'm on one. You know? That's what I'm trying to say, man. People don't get it, man. As you move up in life, even now, check this out. I'm going to break it down even simpler than that, right? If the average American, let's say, make 50,000, right? That's a lot of people that's average that make 50,000. Now, once you make it up to 150,000, you start to separate from the pack. This is the pack. This is the elevator going up. So the pack is here. You went from 50,000 to 150,000. See the separation? Imagine you get to 350,000. So what I'm trying to tell you is, when you're talking about corporations and individuals that have hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars, those are small groups of people compared to the average. So just because you leave one corporation and you go to another corporation, don't think that that corporation is really going to save you or promote you like the other one did. Because you don't know who hang out with who. It's certain doors you won't get access to because you're not in a tax bracket. So just because, even if Drake leave UMG, somehow he get a deal with whoever, right? I don't care if they overseas. It doesn't matter. Because it's only so many groups of people that operates in certain tax brackets. You know, that you hear about Hollywood, they say Hollywood is small because it's only a certain amount of actors who actually make it, right? So what do you think when you talk about these big corporations? You think it's millions and millions and billions of those? No. You may have a couple of investors that's independent, but that's it. Outside of that, you dealing with the majors. So just because you leave one destination, you go to another, And you wonder why it ain't moving like it used to, or you don't have the same access as you used to have before. That's because that original deal, the original disrespect that you brought to that corporation, they still feel some type of way. You know, it's funny, right? Because when you think about the whole Diddy situation, about the liquor situation, how he was dealing with certain, individuals. And right after he won, or whatever settlement he made, or however they, I believe he won the lawsuit and they had to pay him whatever they gave him. After that, that's when everything fell apart for Diddy. I'm not saying those individuals had anything to do with it, but it's kind of ironic. Do you feel me? I'm just saying, man. You could be thinking in this small little bubble, but it's a whole bigger world, a bigger play that you can't even see or have access to even know about. You may have great lawyers, but that don't mean your lawyers got access to all these different rooms. It's kind of like that Matrix movie where the guy, they went and got the one guy, he had all the keys. The Matrix, well, I forgot which one it was. I think Matrix 2 or 3. It might have been Matrix 2, where they picked up the guy. He had all the keys. It was one guy. So when you think about your lawyers, to me, that they represent the guy from the Matrix movie with all the keys. So your lawyer, if you got a real good lawyer, he or she is able to get in certain rooms and have certain conversations and try to make certain type of deals. But those keys only work for so many doors. Those keys are limited based on what location you in, who you know, and what access you're able to get to. If you follow with me, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So I personally think one thing we have, if you just go off of just current history, right? One thing I have paid attention to is that when you disrespect some of these multi-billion-dollar corporations, it usually doesn't end well for the person that's disrespecting them. And that's just me from the outside, not knowing anybody, just going off what's public information. Because I don't know any of these people, but if you look at the pattern, just from a basic standpoint, everybody that went against these major corporations and individuals, their career end up suffering long-term wise. And that's why I gave you the Kanye West analogy. That's why I brought up the Diddy situation. Now, of course, it's multi-layers to each of these individuals, but I'm just saying in general, when you're going up against something that's way bigger than you, you have no idea how far the arms can go. You have no idea what affiliation they have corporate wise. You have no idea what backroom deals they may be privy to, that you have no idea that they connected to. I'll give you another example. I got game for days, man. For people who have a house or own a house here in America, I don't know if y'all know this. And if you're in the process of buying a home, here's some more game I'm finna give to you. When you buy a house, whether you have it financed or you pay cash, for public knowledge, you can change the name. So if somebody know your name, or if your name is public information, you can change the name of how it's listed for Google. You know what I mean? For public consumption. You can have it a totally different name, but of course the deed has your correct name. You know what I'm saying? But what's public information could be totally different. Follow what I'm saying to you. So meaning, if you could do that for your house, the small property you may have, just imagine what major corporations with money, access, resources, collateral can do. Do you? So Drizzy Drake, I don't know if you blow trees, if you like to smoke that Zaza, man. Somebody gave you the wrong strand, man. You feel me? Yeah. It's funny too. Shout out to Fig Munity too, man. I was watching Fig Munity, you know what I'm saying? And they said something and I agree with. They saying that Drake feel like he's bigger than the program. And let's be honest, I don't know anyone or anybody that has been successful that was bigger than the program, if you follow what I'm saying. So I agree with that. I think Drake, for some reason, it could be academics. You know what? It's DJ Academics' fault. You feel me? Because academics can't feel like Drake can't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you feel me? So I know Drake probably be watching academic stream. So it's academics' fault, man. You feel me? Somebody got to take the blame for this. But I'm just saying, man. I don't know what Drake thought or what Drake, because of the success he has had, he's bigger than the program. And in my opinion, these corporations they can't stop you. It's clearly they can't stop you, but can they muzzle you? Can they govern you in a sense of you limited to go to certain levels only? Because if they did use bots on K Dot, you know what I'm saying, like that record and whoever else record, Drake, all you doing is putting more of a light negatively on you, because if they use that on Kendrick Lamar records, you know what I'm saying, the illegal bots or whatever you want to call them, right? You signed to the same label. You signed to the same affiliates. Why wouldn't they use it on you? So it's kind of like you shooting your own self in your own foot. You can feel me? Because it's like you want to say all these things that the label was doing for Kendrick. And if they really do open up those books, I'm pretty sure the results are going to be the same for you. If this is true. So I just personally feel like I don't know what you were thinking, or maybe that was the problem. You wasn't thinking. You didn't think this all the way through. You just sitting up in your house, you feel me? Enjoying that Pantene, you feel me? And you just thought that, oh man, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Ain't it? You know, they can't do nothing to me. So I just think that you really just put yourself at a disadvantage. And to be honest with you, you have no idea how far this rabbit hole can really go. Because even for some reason, if you are able to leave, who said that you're going to still be successful or as successful as you has been? Because that same machine who helped build you can be the same one to help destroy you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. You gotta be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it, man. You just might get it. Now I know Drake, you know what I'm saying? You was enjoying your Pantene, you know what they call it, you sitting at the house eating this poutine. You feel me? This is one of Canada favorite dishes. This is like a landmark dish when you go to Canada. You feel me? So when you go to Canada, they got this poutine for you, man. You know what I'm saying? They got the breakfast edition. You know what I mean? They got all these different type of poutines for you, man. So this is what Drake was eating, man. This is why he not thinking straight. He eating too much of this cholesterol, and you feel me? too much carbohydrates. That's what happened to Drake. You know what I mean? He was eating too much of the carbohydrates. You know what I mean? He was eating way too much of the carbohydrates. But just going back to Kanye, right? I did bring this little thing up. I'm finna show y'all, right? Because it really, when I brought up the Kanye situation, I was really thinking like, man, who can you compare Drake to? And I had looked this up, right? Let me see if y'all can see this. Yeah, you should be able to see it. So I looked this up. I said, was Kanye West, who's the highest, who basically network is higher? And so this is from my Google search. So it says that Kanye West. So I put in here, who made more money, Kanye West or Drake? And it says Kanye West, as of January 2025, Kanye has an net worth of 2.8 billion. West is one of the world's best-selling music artists, having sold over 160 million records. He has also won 24 Grammys, right? So they're saying Kanye net worth as of January of this year is at 2 billion. My goodness, man. Kanye, I got to say, Kanye is getting to his busy bag. You feel me? So just think about the power Kanye has. But most of this, I'm pretty sure as of today, there's more of his fashion, less of the music, right? And this is why I came up with this reference. So with Drake, it says as of May 2024, Drake has a network of 250 million. That's a slither of what Kanye is estimated to be at today. Drake has found success in music, acting, and businesses, including his record label, OVO, and his fashion. Okay. So why am I bringing this up? The reason why I'm bringing this up is to solidify what I was saying earlier. So when you think of Kanye West, right, you see what his network is, right? And then when you go look at his music career, he's not as popping. And then you think about why he's not popping. You can say, yeah, maybe he shot all his darts. You feel me? Maybe he's done. But at the same time, you would at least expect Kanye to still musically, currently, not as old, his catalog is his catalog. You can't take that away. That's the same thing with Drake. Drake catalog is his catalog. It's nothing we can say or do that's solidified in stone. You feel me? And so, well, my point is, when you see how big Kanye is, and you think of today's music, most people can't even say what his last album was, the title of it was. Without you Googling, can you say what the last album Kanye put out? What was what was the first single, and what was the name of the album? Most people can't say that. And that's because Kanye no longer gets the major support as he used to. And from my understanding, Kanye is independent now when you talk about music. And you see how he's not a major factor for new music that Kanye put out today compared to his catalog. And what I'm saying is, I told you, man, follow that cab. It's going to get you to your destination. And what I'm saying is, when you think of Drake, somehow if he is able to get off the label, whether he signed with another major or he go independent, because he's leaving the label with a bad stain on his jacket and to the major corporation, do you believe he will still have the same success as the previous Drake? Do you? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I told you, man. Follow that cab. I'm going to get you to your destination. Hey, now. I just made that up, too. You know what I mean? Yeah, you said nope. Yeah. And that's why I say Drake really shot himself in the foot, man. He really put himself at a disadvantage. And I don't even know if he's ever going to be able to repair himself. Because even if he has a hit, remember, he can have a hit where me and you, a lot of people like it, but will it get that same push as Phone Line Bling, Hotline Bling, Hold On, We Almost Home, Started from the Bottom, Now We Here, Girl, You the Best, Girl, You the Best? Is it going to get that same? Is he still going to get that key? Are you riding? Are you signing? Say you never leave my. Is it going to get that same type of push? Because that makes a difference too. You can have a hit record. It's a lot of independent artists where if they had the major backing, yeah, it did well independently. But without that major backing, you don't get that access. You don't get that playlist. So for Drake that grew up on a major label, let's be honest, I don't know if he's cut and built for independent, because if you complaining about Drake, I mean, if Drake is complaining about Kendrick Lamar and that and he's doing all this, filing lawsuits, petitions, got academics online going crazy. You doing all this because of the just imagine what you're going to be up against if you were to go independent. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you got to really look at the whole landscape of everything, because a lot of times it sounds good. Oh, I could just leave and go to another label. Yeah, you probably could. But will you get the same access? Will you still get the same exposure? Are you bigger than a program where the program won't try to stop you? Because you'll be like, man, it's a great song. Why it's not getting radio play? Why it's not getting playlisted play? Why is, it's only hitting, but not everybody heard of this wrong song? You know what I'm saying? That's because the power of that be and the doors that they have access to and the keys that they able to turn on which door they choose. It's not opening for you. Yeah, you might do 1 million sales, but you could have did 20 million sales. You could have did 30 million sales. But because you don't have those keys and that access, that big explosion is now a little pop, pop, pop. Do you? Just saying. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I got the perfect thing, but I'm just going off of patterns and results. Most artists who grew up on a major label don't do well independent because they're not used to paying for every little thing. That street team or those folks, the security, you got to pay for that out of your pocket. So I don't see Drake really going independent. I know I heard people say that, but I don't see him really going independent because I don't think he want to pay for everything. All right. And him leaving the label, not making things right. And if he's still under contract and they let him go, you don't think they're going to have an issue with how they're getting their money back? We didn't give you all this bread. Are they going to renegotiate that contract? And then wherever you go, how UMG or its affiliates don't have any connections or control on that other major that you might go to? Because a couple of years ago, a lot of these corporations, especially music labels, were merging together, right? So I'm just saying, like I said, I'm just a guy looking at things, from a fan point of view and just a little bit of information that's being given to the public. I'm like, it's not that many major labels anymore, right? I mean, you got a couple of independent or private investors, but eventually you still have to go through the majors. And from my understanding, the majors is getting smaller and smaller. So meaning you do one wrong and they all affiliated with each other. You just basically setting yourself up, man, for you to fail. I was always told, even as a young man, you have to choose your battles wisely. Just because you can go to war doesn't mean you should go to war. And I feel like this is where culture come into play. That means something. Because if you come from a certain lineage, when you come from a certain culture, you know what levels you should not go to, because the domino effect is greater than you winning today. You feel me? Like they always say, you might win the battle, but you will lose the war. Because when it's wartime, it's not just one battle you have to win. When it's wartime, it could be over years. And just because you won this battle, the next battle, you may be too old to fight. Now they're looking at your legacy. They're looking at who's connected to you. How can we stop their advancement? So it's important to choose your battles wisely. Just because you got the money, the access, and the resources doesn't mean you should be warring with everybody because you got it right now. But just remember this. If somebody is willing to pay you $50 an hour, $1,000 an hour, if they're willing to pay you $1,000 an hour, imagine how much money they really have and how much they're really making off of you. So I'm saying that to break it down, to say that if they're giving you 400 million, they're giving you 600 million, whatever that number is, imagine what they're making off of you. And not only that, if they're able to pay you that, just imagine how deep they pockets go. Y'all ain't hearing me though, huh? I'm just saying. So I just think Drake is definitely, long-term wise, I don't know if this is a good play for him. I really don't know. When you think about corporations, when you think about the connections they have in the US, overseas, when you think about the different platforms, your iTunes, Spotify's, Google Play, YouTube Play, huh? Amazon Play. When you think of these things, you have to think on a bigger scale. You also have to think about the big corporations and who controls these playlists. That's a big factor because nobody's buying music like they used to, right? Nobody's going to get CDs. You know what I mean? Everybody is streaming for the most part, right? So when you think about the streaming services, what type of access, what type of control does the record label have? So you have to think about all this when you're going against somebody with deep pockets and resources. You don't just jump out the window and just say, "Man, I'm going to war." I don't like how that battle went down. Y'all, let me see. Let's get this petition out here. Man, I need to see these books. I need to see who got bots, who didn't get bots. Kate, I got bots. I need to see who got bots. Okay. All right. Well, if we show you that, that means we have to look at what we gave you as well. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you done went public with this. We don't know, for future reference, any new artists. Now you're putting a bad taste out there like we're not doing good business. Some people are really affected about how you talk about their name. There's still people in the world, especially on a corporate level, where they don't want to feel disrespected. especially when they just gave you 400 million. They don't want you coming back talking reckless to them. Because how dare you? I just gave you 400 million. I gave you 600 million. And you coming back putting dirt on my name? Okay. They're going to get the rubbing their hands like Birdman. You feel me? They're going to get the rubbing their hands like Birdman and being like, okay, Drake, that's how you feeling? All right, all right, all right. We got something for that ass. You feel me? You want to put out that 100 gigs? Cancel that. Okay. Oh, you trying to put out the freestyle? You trying to freestyle about LeBron James? Huh, bro? We shutting all that down. Matter of fact, check this out, Playboy. They gonna get to talking to Drake like like Diddy. Hey, Drake, check this out, Playboy. Playboy, what you need to do is the contract says that you're supposed to submit the music to us, Playboy. So we like the way you work that, Daddy, in the studio. But check this out, Playboy. We need you to give us all the music that you want to put out. We need to clarify and see if it's worth putting out. You know what I mean? We need to check with our people and see if we like these records before you can put them out to the public. I know you used to, we used to give you a free fall, but because you put in this petition, because you filed this lawsuit, this is how it's going to go now. And oh, by the way, you still under contract. So guess what? Shut up, bruh. I was just about to cuss, man. I caught myself at the last second. I'm just saying, man. You know, I'm just saying, man. You know, when you're dealing with people that's paying you exorbitant a large amount of money, you have to understand. I'm pretty sure they have an ego too. I'm pretty sure they feel like, man, I just gave you all this money and now you putting dirt on my name? You putting smut on my name? Okay. We gonna see how you feel when you getting ready talking about your album done. Oh, no, it ain't. Your album ain't done. We don't like these records. Go cook up some more. And make sure you submit it, because I know you said it's your last album. Well, we don't know when we putting that album out. Until then, you still under contract. I'm just saying. And I hope y'all know, when it come to majors, you know they can, what they call it, shelf you. They can have you on the shelf for years if they want to. I'm just saying, man. That's why just because you can go to war doesn't mean you should. And when you go to war, you have to anticipate the backlash, the people that's going to be against what you're talking about, the people that's going to fight against what you have to say about them or feel about them or how you think it's supposed to go. You feel what I'm saying? So one thing I can say, one positive I can give Drake, right, is that you do have a back catalog. And no matter what, you can tour off that for the rest of your life. You know? You can always get a show. But putting out music, though, and really getting that push like you did before, I don't know. I don't see it happening the way it used to be. Even if he do sign a new contract with them, if he doesn't have a hit that's really a monster hit for Drake wise, it might be over, y'all. I hate to say it, though. I hate to say it, but I feel like there's a major possibility that he doesn't recover from this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's up, Lisa Lee? What's up? Hey, Tony, you say you got a new car, no CD. You got a new car, no CDs. Well, I was just meaning that in the sense of, you know, the conversation. Good morning as well. But I'm just saying, I think Drake really, he's really emotional right now. And for him to be the type of artist that he is, being a number one artist as long as he has been. I just feel like this is the first real loss that Drake has taken, and he's taken it very horribly. You feel me? Very horribly. I feel like Drake really. I feel like he's taken away from his legacy on the movements that he's making right now. You know what I mean? It just make him look real weak. That's my opinion. I feel like Drake, the way he's moving and with these petitions, lawsuits, and it just makes him look real weak, y'all. And it make me feel like he doesn't have, I don't know if he got anything left. Because for him to go to these drastic measures, I personally feel like he don't have too much left in the tank. And if you're a real fan, you probably feel like, man, Sean B. Stoley, you just talking. But think about these last few albums that Drake put out. Was it really a fire album? I mean, For All the Dogs, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really popping to me. The one with the emojis, the different chicks on the cover. What was that? I can't remember the title of that album. That's what the Knife Talk was on there. His last few albums really wasn't really popping like that, if you want to be honest. And I like Drake. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to just completely, throw dirt on his name, but at the same time, his last few albums really wasn't it though. I'm just being honest with y'all. I mean, the 21 Savage album, the collaboration album, that was kind of like his last good album to me. Certified Lover Boy, that's it. Yeah, Certified Lover Boy. I like that album, but overall, it was okay. I mean, and then For All the Dogs, it was kind of, it was all right. Wasn't really popping. It had a couple of joints. I don't even go back and listen to For All the Dogs, be honest with you. But I do go back and listen to Certified Lover Boy. Of course, I listen to Her Loss. All the previous Drake, I guess the Cash Money Drake. I listened to all that. But up to date, his last 2-3 albums, it wasn't it. And now when you fast forward and you look at where we at today, the lawsuits, and he got a lot to say, but the music, not so much. So I think that Drake kind of know he's at the end of his career to a degree. I mean, he's still probably going to put out records, but unless he can really get back and really, give us them hits that he used to putting out, I don't see how he's going to be able to weather through this. Because for what's going on now, in my opinion, I think if Drake if he does not put out like an undeniable hit, this might be it for him, y'all. And I know a real Drake fan, you don't want to hear that. You feel me? You do not want to hear what I'm saying right now, but it's the truth. If he doesn't come with a real undeniable hit on this next album, whenever he decide to put it out, or whenever they decide to put it out, excuse me, I don't know if he can. I don't know if he's going to be able to weather through it. Just saying, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? What's up, Las Vegas? Sports Talk. I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Tiny said, Mini G said, Tiny, I hate Drake. Oh my goodness. I ain't listening to him, but it's old stuff. Yeah, his old stuff is still going though. Yeah, I just think, man, I think that's why I gave y'all the analogy of excuse me, of Kanye West. Because I feel like where Drake is today is kind of where Kanye West was at right before he blew up and said what he said. You know what I mean? I feel like Drake is now becoming the new Kanye West, where if Kanye go on tour, I would love to see Kanye, but I only want to hear him perform his old stuff. I do not want to hear his new stuff. I'm sorry, Ye. Your clothes, your clothes might be all right, but I don't want to hear new Kanye. I want to hear all of the lights. You know what I mean? I want to hear that. I mean, you can even throw on Watch the Throne. Okay, well, I'm cool with that. But I don't want to hear none of that new Kanye. And I have a feeling, I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen to Drake, y'all. I feel like that's what Drake is heading to. Where would I go to his concert? Absolutely, I would go to a Drake concert. But I want him to perform all the hits. You know what I mean? I want to hear the hits. It was already undeniable. None of the new stuff. Especially now that Drake really showing his true colors, I feel like that take away from the mystique of him as well, For him to act the way he act after the Kendrick battle, I felt like that's taken away from the mystique of Drake as well. Cause it's like, wow, you really let this dude get to you like that. Now you don't know what to do with yourself. Like, sue the label, get a petition in. Okay, drop the petition, file a lawsuit. He said it, and then he mentioned something about how the person that I guess that was trying to break into his house, it was because of the Kendrick Lamar record and these crazy fans out there in Canada. Guy had I think broke into his house or jumped the fence or whatever. So I just think, man, what was Drake really thinking, y'all? you know, we say Mini G. I don't even listen to his old music. It doesn't hit the same. Yeah, I can't listen to worse behavior. Oh yeah. Oh, you can't listen. I like worse behavior. I can't listen to the headline. Okay, man, that's one of my two. This is one of my two favorites. Is worse behavior and headlines is not good anymore. Oh my goodness. Those one of the two I like, especially headlines. You know what I mean? Because that's on the same album where he started from the bottom. Now we here. That's on that same album. Worse. Man, oh my goodness. Even Tiny, she say, Minnie G, I feel you. I'm a bit turned off music too for a minute. Dang, that's how y'all feeling about it? Wow. Sheesh. You say you love Nothing Was the Same? Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a slapper too, though. I did like that one. So you love Nothing Was the Same. Seriously, when I was younger, it was great, but not anymore. Dang, Mini G, dang. So you like Drake singing more than rapping? I'd rather have Drake sing than rap. Dang, that's how y'all feeling? Sheesh. But you know what? When Drake put out that double CD, the Scorpion, yeah, I didn't even like that. I don't like Scorpion that much either. I mean, it's a couple of tracks on there that I like on the Scorpion album. Um, I feel like when he dropped Scorpion, that's when you start to see the chink in the armor when it came to Drake. I feel like after Scorpion dropped, I felt like that's when Drake his quality of music started to slip at that point. You know what I mean? I mean, he still put out good records, but I just felt like that's when the shift started to begin. He said, "You going in? Everybody has their opinion." That's when I started losing respect for him. with Scorpion. Wow, see? And then all that stuff that happened, it was bad. Yeah, see, I know it, man. Come on now. Yeah, Scorpion to me, that's where he starts showing the chink in the armor right there. That's when, because before Scorpion, it had if you read This Is Too Late, I like that album. That if you read This Is Too Late, that was a good album. That was one of my favorite Drake albums. Um, of course, Take Care, that was a slapper, but show for show. I didn't really like the first album, the official album he put out. I didn't like that album that much. That's with that fancy, you girl, you fancy, huh? Hair done, nails done, everything did. I didn't really like that album that much. Be honest with you. But when Take Care came out, when that I'm so proud of you. When that I'm so proud of you. When that came out, I was like, oh yeah. That Take Care album, and that was a good album, top to bottom. I ain't gonna lie. The one record I didn't like on Take Care is that Juvenile, when he slowed down that Back That Ass Up record. Girl, when you back that ass up, girl, he slowed it all the way down. I didn't really like that. I ain't gonna lie. I come from the 90s, so I didn't like when Drake slowed down the Juvenile record. You a big fine woman, once you back that thing up. He just slowed it all the way down. I was just like, I guess the newer generation, I probably like that more, but I like the original up tempo Juvenile version, the original version, a whole lot better. You know, Vegas, would you say you think Drake dry snitched on LeBron? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Drake definitely. He didn't dry snitch. He said it, boy. He definitely said it, man. I mean, and that's another part of the thing. And I hate to sound, you know what I mean, like this, but it's true, y'all. It's true. When you come from, the real hip hop culture of America, when you foundational American, when it comes to things like that, when you think about the LeBron James, the Drake situation, it's just certain things you don't say, man. As a man, we don't. I mean, for me, I come from a different era too. For me, I never kiss and tell. What I mean, long as you didn't say I raped you or arred you, I should say. Long as you didn't say I did anything criminal to you, you can say what you want to say about me. You feel me? When it comes to women, you can say I got a little whatever. Okay, I'll give you that. That's fine. You can say what you want, but I would never kiss and tell. That ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think real players, when you say you're a real player or a real man, you don't supposed to be doing that. And I think that uh what Drake did and talked about, what him and LeBron supposedly did, allegedly, I think that Drake crossed the line. And if it is true, he definitely snitching, man. He definitely snitching. And that ain't cool, man. That ain't player. That ain't cool, bro. You feel me? You don't get mad and be like, oh, cause you out there doing that. Sometimes you gotta pop out because you at the pop out show. You feel me? He mad at LeBron James. That's why I said, man, that's why Drake, man. Drake is a little breezy, bro. So you mad at LeBron James for him being at the pop out, you know what I'm saying, the pop out show out there hitting him with the shoulders. Now you all mad. You got so mad that you had to air out. You feel me? We own two mans, according to DJ Academics. He out, man. You and Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I mean Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Drake and LeBron James was doing two mans. Anybody that do two mans, you shouldn't be dancing to that. And I feel like, bruh, if that's all it take for you to do that, you can't be my partner, man. You can't. That ain't a friend to me. That's not a friend, dog. I can see if you pulled him to the side and said, hey, man, you ain't got to do it like that. You ain't got to say all that. Okay, I give you that. But for the fact that you mad at the fact that LeBron James was at the pop-out show. He out there dancing, doing his 1-2. Now you want to spill all the beans? You wasn't no real friend. That ain't no real friend. You know what I mean? It's not a real friend. So snitching, absolutely. He definitely snitching. You know what I mean? You feel me? Drake is like Tekashi 6ix9ine. He on the stand pointing them out. Like, he did it. He was there. I got the girls. I brought the things. I had the things. I told LeBron James. He told me he wanted all snow bunnies. I met up with Dr. Umar. Umar said no snow bunnies, but LeBron James, that's all he wanted. You got Drake out here telling them what type of women he wanted. Like, bruh. You know what I mean? I know. Come on, man. Drake, I know you single. You feel me? You not married, but this is a whole married man. Okay? If any of these allegations is true, bruh, you just supposed to spill the beans. You don't supposed to say that. You feel me? He got a whole wife at the house. You know what I'm saying? And you out here just spilling all the beans because of what? Because he was dancing to a song. It's like that scene in Snowfall when he say, you mad at how another nigga talk. You feel me? You messing up the bag because you mad at how LeBron James is out there going din, 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 din. Din, 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 din. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bruh. That ain't how you do that, bruh. That's not part of the culture, bruh. What you doing, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That ain't how you do it, man. You too emotional, Drake. That's why you were so quick to file all these lawsuits and petitions and all that goodness. Because you just too emotional, playboy. You way too emotional. And for you to be the type of star, celebrity, millionaire that you are, for you to move like that, it's looking real questionable, dog. You know what I'm saying? It really looked like you really ain't about none of this. That's why, I have heard that saying. I think it's kind of true. They say anybody that's your anybody that you a fan of, anyone that you like, man, I would love to meet idols. They say, yeah, they say you do not want to meet your idols. And it's because of this Drake type situation. Because it's like, especially if they're a rapper or something, you have an idea of how you think they are because of how they portray themselves. So that's why they say never meet your idols, because if you pay attention, the way they present themselves and how they are in real life is two totally different things. You're not saying everybody is like that, but I see why some people say don't meet your idols, because the idea that you have of that person or individual, they was only doing that for the show. They was only doing that because they was trying to perform for you. But in real life, they not like that. Do you? They not like us. They not like us. You know what I'm saying? But I have heard that a few times, and it's like, the more I think about it, I kind of agree. You don't want to meet your idols, man. Because not only that, you're gonna have a stain in the back of your mind every time you see your idol. If they're an entertainer, every time you see them on TV or do a video, you be like, wow. this person wasn't really who they truly said they were or who they portrayed themselves to be. You know what I mean? So it's a suck situation, you know? Yeah. Well, not so much of rivals, but just in general. Just like they say, it's never good to meet your idols because you have an idea of who you think they are, and then when they don't match the idea of how they portray themselves, like on the music or on the record or whatever, you feel disappointed. You know what I mean? And it takes away from the mystique or how you vision that person to be, especially if they talk all that gangster shit. You know what I mean? That's another thing. If you meet a rapper and they talk all that, you feel me? Like, they serious and then you meet them, they soft as cake. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They soft as putty or something. You like, whoa, it doesn't match up. It's like on wax when you making a record, you talking all this gangster talk, and then you meet them, they soft as putty, man. You like, wow. So I think that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I have heard, you know, never meet your idols. But yeah, I have heard of that one too. Idols become rivals. Yeah. But I was just saying in the sense of it takes away from you as a fan and how you see this person, and then when you meet up with them and they're nothing of their stature, it mess with you. Yeah, you're right. Yep, the mystery is gone. Yeah, and then see that's another thing too, and that's why I say Drake really shot himself in the foot because now Drake doesn't look as strong as most of us seen him prior to him filing this lawsuit. Because now it looked like you're just trying now. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like you're confident. You don't feel like you got it. And so, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what to say, man. I just think it's horrible, man. I think that Drake really put himself in a bad situation, a bad predicament, and I feel like I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get out of this one. You know, I don't know if he will because it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and I think Drake he doesn't recognize or he didn't read the room or he didn't understand the fact that when you think of when you think of how the record label put you in position and how the record label invests into you, especially on the back end and making sure that when it comes to your records, they get the right proper exposure. And I feel like when you leave the majors, you don't have none of that. It's really based on the rapport and the people that surround you. If they familiar with you, where they can look out for you. You know what I mean? So I don't know, y'all. Smash up them likes, y'all. Smash up them likes as you come on in. I'm Sean B. Stoll. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, hopefully some type of inspiration. But smash up them likes, y'all. As y'all come on in. And if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and drop something in the super chat. That's how you show appreciation for the channel. You know what I mean? Because the game I'm giving y'all, you're not going to get this everywhere. You feel me? It's only certain type of individuals that can really take it there for you. You feel me? So smash up the likes, hit the subscribe, and drop something in the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. You feel me? But yeah, man. Sometimes you got to unplug, and unplugging is good. Yeah, you right, Tiny. He said, I think Drake needs to disappear for a year and come back with the solid album. Yeah, I like that talk. Yeah, Mini G, that one is a good answer right there. I said, I think Drake needs to disappear for a year or so and add and add comeback with the solid album. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that that'll definitely help him. And I think that, I mean, no matter what, a hit will always help. You know, if you're able to make a hit, that's always beneficial. But one thing that I know about not having a machine behind you, like I said, it can be hot in your area, but now you got to get it hot in different locations. And when you're not on the majors, if you was to go independent, that means you got to pay all this dough, all this money that has to come directly from you. You feel what I'm saying? They say, yeah, you just need to relax. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Mini G. You need to relax for a while. Yeah, but I don't even know if Drake can do that though. You know what I'm saying? He might not be able to. You know. You say you think Drake should sit down? Cause let's see, what is that? Hold on, what you say? Said think Drake should sit down and because he's not original. Oh my goodness. Queen Shay. Uh-oh. Oh, snaps. Okay, what's up, Vegas? Okay, Vegas in the building. Got the super chat from Vegas, man. The Vegas strip, the Las Vegas sports talk. What's up, man? I appreciate that, man. Somebody gotta match that, man. Come on now. Show support to the channel. Make sure y'all match that, man. I've been on here almost 2 hours. I ain't played one clip yet. Y'all want me to keep going? Drop something in that super chat. I ain't even brought up the clips yet. I got some clips too. Man, but shout out to Vegas, man. I appreciate you too, man. That just motivated me. You got me more excited again. You feel me? I'm back excited again, man. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. You know, you got me back activated. Oh, but Tiny, oh yeah, you good money, Tiny. You good money. You show me some respect too. So I appreciate you too. You always show me love. So I appreciate you too, Tiny. You know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely shout out to Vegas, man. Vegas in the house too, man. Matter of fact, I might be back in Vegas. When I'm going back out to Vegas. I know in July. Y'all follow me too. Make sure y'all follow me on X because I do a lot of updating on X. My Instagram, I don't be on there as much. I'm gonna start updating it, but I'm mostly on X. So if y'all not on X, y'all need to follow. If you're on X, make sure y'all follow me there. And I will be going back to Vegas soon though, because I know in July I plan on going on a trip, an international trip, hopefully in July. So I'll keep y'all posted. And I'm gonna have some exclusive videos, you know, that I'll have available for my members first, and then I'll get over it. Then I'll bring it. I'll upload it to my regular side. But I will be. I'm planning on doing a trip somewhere in either between June and July. So I'll keep my members, all my, you know, all my subscribers. Y'all be updated. I'll make sure I post something on my community or something and let y'all know. But yeah, but I do plan on going to Vegas this year though. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna come. It's going to be during the summer. I can tell you this though. I know it'll be hella hot though, but I will be in Vegas in the summer for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Vegas, we could probably link up, have some drinks or something, man. You feel me? We can meet up at the MGM or sometimes I'll be over there by New York, New York. Dude, there's some. I'm even at the Stratosphere sometimes, man. You know. Oh, you say you do international flights next week? Okay, okay. Yeah, man. I love Vegas, man. You know, once I get my paper right, I want to get like a vacation home out there, man. I love Vegas, man. Even though the price has been going up, but I still like Vegas, man. That's one of my places I let it go. Because you can be in Vegas on the strip. As long as you're on the strip, you can drink. You know what I'm saying? And and just really kick back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Vegas for sure, for sure. But yeah, you know. But yeah, I just think overall, man. I think with Drake though, he really putting himself at a disadvantage, and I really feel like he really. I don't even even with his lawyers being involved with this. I know it sounds like he got some good lawyers, but at the same time, like I said, when you're dealing with a big corporation, a big conglomerate like UMG and all their ties and things they're connected to, you have no idea how much they can really, you know, muzzle you. You know what I'm saying? Or limit your project because of the access and the connections they have to basically control your product. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if Drake really thought about that, and maybe he did, but I just think overall, I think that he really doing a disservice for himself. And also for the catalog that he has, you would think he would be a little bit more cautious about it. But they say that money, man. Once you get to talking about that money, you know what I'm saying? Folks, you know what I'm saying, can't act right. You know what I mean? They really getting start feeling themselves. And that's why I brought up the Diddy situation, because Diddy start feeling himself. He start feeling like, hey man, I made this Ciroc company until the real owners eventually came down and said, hey man, what you doing? You know what I mean? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Yeah, you said we say Vegas. I don't even understand Drake. He's is done. There's no coming back for that. Yeah, I think it's going to be extremely hard for him to come back and really see. This is the thing. I think Drake can come back, but being successful on the level that he's used to, those days may be gone. I think that's the difference. I think the level that Drake, how he has been, put in position, I think that's going to change and he will have less position. I think that's a possibility, you know. We say Queen, you say you're oh, okay, thank you so much. You said you worth support, but bills and life, let's see, living together, yeah, living up to my money, yeah. I'm gonna rewatch. Okay, I appreciate the support though. Even with you watching too, that I support that too. You know what I mean? So Queen, I get it. If you can't donate right now, that's cool. Just when the commercials come up, let them play through. You feel me? Let them commercials play. You know what I mean? So it's other ways you can support. But just by you being here, I appreciate you for that. Be honest with you. I crack jokes and make a little light fun of things, but at the same time, I appreciate y'all here anyway. There you go, Queen. Yeah, let them things play. You feel me? When it come on, they get to talking about whatever it is. Let it play, okay? Oh my goodness, Oh my goodness. Let me see. I had a couple of clips though. Let me see what I got in here. Oh my goodness. You know what? I didn't even upload it too. Hold up. I didn't even upload this thing. Let me see. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. When them yeah, let them videos play when they come up. You know what I mean? That's how you show support. You know what I mean? Let them things go. So if you can't, you know, because you know that helps too. Let me see what I had in here. Yeah, because what other thing I want to show on here? So we did the Kanye. Yeah, because I think that hold on, this is what I had. What was Drake? It's just a second. Was Drake highest network for the year? Okay, here we go. See, look, I'm finna show y'all something, right? Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot for you, Tiny. Yeah, it probably won't come up because you're a member. So that's one of the perks. You don't have to worry about the commercials. So you good. Yeah, just being a member too, that supports too. So if you no, so yeah, Tiny, since you're a member, you should be good. You don't have to, yeah, you don't have to wait. If it doesn't come up for you, that's why. So you good. Yeah, this is the other thing I want to show. Just to give y'all an idea. Because remember, I just showed Kanye where he worth over 200 billion, right? So I put in here on Drake. I said, what was Drake highest network year? So it says Drake by 2012, his net worth topped 25 million. By 2014, he topped 45 million. But later in 2016, he topped 80 million for the first time. So so it looked like his highest year was 2016. That's when he made 80 million. Because it says even 2000, that was 2016. So in 2018, it said he earned 75 million. From 2018 to 19, he earned another 50 million. So his hottest period looked like was 2016 through 2018. Let me see. You know? So the reason why I'm saying this is that all of this time, this he been signed to the majors, to the major label, right? So if he was to go independent, all of the costs, everything that everything that he need done or paid for or advancement for, that would all have to come directly out of his pocket. So going independent is a beautiful thing if you know what you're doing. You know, that's the difference. You got to know what you're doing and you got to know how to be strategic on what to pay for and what not to pay for. And when you think of an artist like Drake going independent, he may hate that because he has to be in control of so many different things, you know? And mentally, I don't know if he has the capability to handle that, especially when you think about how he handled the K Dot battle. You know what I mean? And the aftershock of that. I'm just saying. Huh? I'm just saying. So I just think that going independent for Drake definitely probably won't be a good. It sounds good, but I don't think that he's mentally capable of handling that, especially coming from major record labels. Because when you're on the majors, I only can imagine. You just tell them, hey man, I need to have this type of car. I need to be at this location. You know, when you have to pay for all that out of your pocket, a lot of that changes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it, you start feeling some type of way because it's like, hold up, how many people going? You feel me? I gotta pay for all y'all heathens? Nah, bruh. You can't bring all your homeboys, man. But when you're on a label, when you're on the majors, you feel like you have all that control. You know? So I'm just saying, You say if Drake goes independent, wouldn't that money go away? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. See, when you independent, everything is on you and whoever your investors are. Some people that go independent, yeah, they may not be signed to the major label, but they usually have some investors on the back end. But for the most part, you are the one that pay for everything. So when you grew up in having budgets your whole life, I don't know how you can just switch that off. It's a few people who have, but for the majority, no. Let's see. Let's see. Could it be based on what he also tied to? Yeah, that could affect it. Now, how much is it worth you? Don't make it. Hold on. What you say? Now, how much is you worth? Most don't make it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no matter how much you worth, most don't make it. Yeah, I agree with that. Because see, the thing about independent, like I said, it's everything is so hands on. Everything is like upfront type transactions. You know what I mean? When you're on the majors, you get a budget. You know what I mean? You have somebody that can you be like, oh yeah, I need to pay for this. I want to get this person on the track. They got a budget plan for you. Sometimes you go over it, sometimes you go less. When you're on the majors, I can only imagine it would be something similar to that. But when you truly independent, I mean everything is on you. So if you take a private jet, that's coming out of your pocket directly. You need to pay somebody for using them for a few hours, you got to pay that directly. You don't have a little, turncoat or a person that, sit and write checks all day. You are the check. You feel me? You are the one that control everything. And just saying, man. You know, let's see, that money would be UMG's anyway. Yeah. Well, see, this the other part too. Remember, UMG gave him what over 400 million. So if he haven't paid all the money back, and if he's still under contract, if you want to leave, how does that work? You see what I'm saying? Oh no, I didn't take it personal either. So not you personally, of course not. Yeah, I don't take it personal. Let's see, playing all of your for now, many years. Okay, let's see. Artists become puppies. Is that how you feel? You say artists become puppies. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just think, man, I think Drake really he really set himself back with this one. You know? Say artists that become yeah. Oh, I read that one already. So we hit the 2 hour mark. I'm about to shut it down, y'all. Let me see what else y'all talking about. Say, I think you gotta pay that money back. You exactly. You right about that. But this is the thing. They either gonna want you to pay the money back, but this is how gangster these record labels are. You gotta remember this. Since he's still under contract, even if he got one album left, remember they have to approve the album and put it out. So let's say they decide to put him on ice for a couple of years. So he can make whatever songs he want, but they're not going to put it out. That's horrifying. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, hold up, man. You said no one even wants to work with Drake anymore. Like ASAP, Rocky, Future, Rakim. No one likes him anymore. Dang, that's how they feeling? Wow. Wow. You know? Well, we'll see, y'all. We'll see, y'all. But I'm gonna shut it down. I want to thank y'all for definitely tapping in with me tonight. I know this was a long one, 2 hours. And I just gave y'all straight good game tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta appreciate that. I didn't come on here. I didn't come on here and play a whole bunch of clips. I just gave y'all straight gas, no breaks. So y'all gotta appreciate when I come on here and drop game like this. You feel me? No ad libbing, just sticking to the script tonight. You feel me? So, I mean, salute to you, Mini G. I came on here and just gave y'all straight gas, no breaks, man. You feel me? 2 hours is just me, no panel. You feel me? A one-man band orchestra on a mic giving y'all this 1-2. You feel me? Huh? You know what I mean? It's many that have come and it's many that come after, but can't nobody do it like me consistently, huh? You feel me? See, I'm gonna give y'all that energy that Drake should have gave y'all. You feel me? Like no matter what it looked like, you supposed to go and get it, man. See, this is the thing. Hold up, I ain't finished yet. I was just about to shut it down. Let me go into my rant before I shut this down, right? I'm finna give y'all that energy Drake should have gave you. You feel me? Because it's like when your back is like up against the wall and people looking at you like you ain't got it, or they looking at you like, oh, he already shot all his darts, he ain't got nothing left in the tank. This is when you go up on them and you let them know, hey, bro, I'm still here. You feel me? I mean, I'm still here, bro, and I'm gonna fight to the end. This is how Drake should have came. Instead of him signing off that petition, filing lawsuits, he should have got on a mic and got busy. But nah, he want to get out here and say, hey, man, why you have to say that? Why you got to be out here talking about, that I'm a PDF file? You supposed to be we supposed to just say lyrics. It's supposed to be hip hop. You feel me? Like, bruh, when you go to war, there's no rules to this, bro. If you scared to get in the ring, just say you're scared, nigga. You feel me? Just say that you ain't built like that. You feel me? Don't get in your feelings. Somebody told me years ago, hey, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Don't get your hate up, get your weight up. You feel me? Don't worry about what they say. Say what you about to do. Huh? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. You know, sometimes you got to show people that it's in you. Like I said, it's not on you, it got to be in you, man. You feel me? And some people just ain't built like that. And that's why they say don't meet your idols, man. Don't meet some of your idols because they ain't like this on the mic. They can't give you just that raw and uncut raw themselves. You know what I mean? They gotta make it up, have somebody write it up, and you feel me? And then they gotta rehearse it. I come on here and give it to you straight, no cut, no edit, no nothing. All right, I'm gonna go. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. I am Sean B. Stoller. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, hopefully some type of inspiration. Till next time, y'all have a good night, good morning, peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back live. We're going to chop up more good game, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Salute.